All right, all you hardcore wrestling fans, it's Aaron Royal once again bringing you IPW, Hardcore Wrestling's weekly recap. I'll be doing 4 big matches along with Ron Nemi, so let's go right away to our first big match. All right, here we go, fans. This is just back from Puerto Rico. He calls himself Hot and Sexy, Sean Hill, going up against the Northeast Independent Superstar. He's one half of Mind and Matter. His name is, Ron?
Dr. Heresey.
Oh, yes, and his tag team partner, I believe, is Don Juan DeMarco.
That's Don Juan de Santo, you idiots.
Oh, that's right, from the Superdose Carnival, I remember now. Like I said, Sean Hill, he held gold while he was in Puerto Rico. He's been hanging out lately with IPW's own Phil. We're still not quite sure what the relationship is there between those two guys, but right now this should be a great cruiserweight matchup.
You got an independent star from the Northeast Independent Circuit. You got Sean Hill, who's been all over the world, and you got Phil Latio at ringside. This should be great.
Yes, it should. There you say Phil cheering on Sean. They've formed a partnership of sorts. Have competed in tag team matches a little bit here around the state of Florida, but we're still not sure exactly what that relationship is. Phil seems to have maybe a different idea in mind as to what's going on than Sean Hill does.
According to Phil, the relationship is purely sexual, and that's it.
You do talk to Phil a bit more than I do, so you would know. I didn't know that. There you see Dr. Heresey ramming Sean Hill's head right into the turnbuckle. We've seen this guy here before, and I understand that there's a match coming up on one of our shows with his tag team partner.
As a matter of fact, his tag team partner will be taking on the one and only Phil Latio, the other half of the San Francisco Treats.
All right, and I'm sure we'll see that match coming up here in the future on IPW Hardcore Weekly Recap. But right now, Sean Hill laying in the vicious chops to the man in the corner. And there you see a big stinger splash type maneuver in the other corner, and right now he's just throwing this independent superstar. I was gonna say he was throwing him around the ring, but he just got caught there with a vicious neck breaker, and it looks like Dr. Heresey's taking over the match.
Unbelievable neck breaker. Dr. Heresey is the type that he'll take any opening given to him. He's the type of guy that can take a whipping for about 10 minutes, totally come back in a matter of 3 seconds, schoolboy you, hit you with the summa cum laude, 1, 2, 3, it's over.
There you see a bulldog there by Dr. Heresey, and you see in the outside of the ring there is the stick man getting some footage down there at ringside. Better be careful, don't hurt your knee there, Stick.
The stick man and Phil Latio. Sounds like a lethal combination to me, anal one.
Well, like I said, you're the one that likes to talk about Sticks and Phil and all those type of things. I'm just here trying to talk about the wrestling match. There's a lot of great cruiserweight action going on. Not only these two, but Jet Jaguar, Rod Steele, Lex Lovett. It's all going on here in the NWA versus IPW Wars. This is just another match in a long line of great cruiserweight battles here in IPW.
This is a great match, and you know, it doesn't matter who comes out on top. This is the type of match that takes its toll on the bodies of both individuals. You see a beautiful, what the heck was that
German
called?
suplex.
Okay, like I said, a beautiful German suplex administered by Sean Hill. That could be the end, but it's never enough for Sean. He keeps taking it to him, and Phil's going crazy at ringside. He's a great cheerleader.
Yes, he is. Like he said, it always helps to have that extra motivation on the outside of the ring. Maybe you guys discuss some strategy at some point during the match. He can be out there to help you get your head back together after your bell's rung. Lots of advantages to having a man at ringside. And there you see Gentleman Jim Bragg almost getting the 3 count there. Sean almost did a Phil Latio-like cover there on Dr. Heresey. Not sure if anybody noticed that. I just picked up on that myself.
Let's get one thing straight. Jim Bragg is no gentleman. Referring to him as a gentleman is a slap in the face of gentlemen worldwide. And Phil Latio, the former independent contractor who could come over to your house with his cocking gun, fill any crack with his cock that you need filled. He'll take care of anything. He's taken that professionalism into the wrestling ring, and he's the type of guy that Sean Hill likes to have in his corner.
Now you see a missed frog splash attempt by Sean Hill. I'm still trying to get over the fact that Ron Nemi is talking about gentlemen. I find that a little bit humorous. But anyways, there you see Dr. Heresey going for the pinfall. No, only a 2 count there by gentleman Jim Bragg.
Now the gentleman Chris Adams, that's my idea of a gentleman. Jim Bragg, he may be a good referee. He's definitely no Star Stevens. He's no mullet Richie Rich. He's the best referee that money can buy. Well, not money can buy, you know what I mean.
Oh, that was pretty much what we call the lucha spot there. Looks like Sean Hill going for the cover, and he gets the 3 count over the independent superstar Dr. Heresey. And here you see his buddy Phil coming in with his gimmick, his toy, if you will. And here you see the big man Snowman with the broken nose he suffered at the hands of Phil Latio. You saw that match here a few weeks back on IPW Weekly Recap. And there you see, last time Sean came to his aid, but this time he's just walking away. That's what I'm talking about the differences and how Phil and Sean both see this partnership that they have.
Sit-out powerbomb by Snowman almost destroys Phil, breaks him in half, and Phil's partner Sean Hill leaves him high and dry. He leaves him to take the beating. He lays him to take the brunt of the attack. Sean Hill will be back to fight another day. I'm not sure I could say the same about Phil.
I'm not sure if Phil's getting taken care of, and we'll see Snowman later in our main event, and we'll be right back here on IPW Hardcore Wrestling.
IPW returns to the Florida WrestlePlex Friday night, October the 12th for No More Games, Shoots and Ladders. Call the Florida WrestlePlex at 727-526-6778 for the latest in ticket information. Already signed an IPW heavyweight title rematch as Scoot Andrews defends his title against Christopher Daniels. Naphtali challenges Jimmy Rave to a ladder match. A three-way dance featuring the Madman Jet Jaguar, Billy Fives, and Rod Steele. And Marvelous Mike Sullivan takes on AJ Styles. Also, fans, don't forget the very next night it's the NWA Battle of the Belts 2001, in which IPW will battle the NWA in a mammoth War is Hell steel cage match. Then in November, Thanksgiving weekend will never be the same. IPW kicks off the weekend Friday night with a huge show at the WrestlePlex. And then the very next night, IPW returns to the Crystal River National Guard Armory. For all the latest on IPW action, including where you can get tickets for these events, log on to IPW-hardcore.com.
All right, here we go, fans, with some of IPW's bootleg footage here. This is all taking place down in Ybor City, Florida. We got a big women's match coming up. And look, once again, it's the gentleman Jim Bragg. How did he get himself inserted into this match?
He's the type of guy that can pretty much get himself inserted anywhere he pleases. That's why they call him the gentleman there.
That's true, as we just saw that fit in with his last match where he had Phil. And you see one competitor here, they call her Cat LaRue. She's had her problems with Destiny and Von Taker to the Snack Pack here lately, teaming up with the likes of Frankie Capone and Python. And who's that person she's wrestling there, Ron? She looks familiar.
That's actually Molly, one of the biggest stars on the wrestling circuit today. And being that this is bootleg footage, if Jack Tunney calls our offices today claiming to be the president, trying to put a stop to it, he can talk to none other than Aaron Royal if he wants to talk to somebody.
Well, thanks for putting me on the spot there, Ron, but I understand that Jack Tunney won't be coming. They've actually brought back their special enforcer from many years ago, Mr. T.
Thank God, I thought you were going to say Sal Balomo.
No, I wasn't going to say Sal Balomo. Let's try to call the match a little bit here. You see, they brought in Molly. She hasn't liked the way Cat LaRue's been taking care of business here in the state of Florida ever since she left. Everyone knows Molly did get her start down here in the Florida independent wrestling scene, winning such prestigious awards as the Shannon Rose Female Wrestler of the Year award a few years ago.
No, I'll tell you, Cat LaRue has come a long way. She come from training at the WrestlePlex and working with some of the best male competitors on the Florida independent scene. She doesn't care if she gets in there with the biggest, with the baddest. She trains with the Shane brothers. She trains with Devin. She even trains with the Navy SEAL / Rasta man. She'll take a beating with the best of them, and by golly, Molly, she can dish it out.
That's true. There you see she has a chokehold there in the corner. Gentleman Jim Bragg giving the 5 count. She's letting go. She knows she can take advantage. She has that 5 count, and she's choking out Molly there, going for the pinfall. This would definitely be an upset, but Molly kicks out.
Beautiful close-up shot on the Cat's ass by our cameraman.
Yes, our cameramen do have quite an instinctual eye there.
They do.
Was that you?
Yes.
Okay. There you see Cat has Molly down. This is why we can say Destiny, she's the first female graduate of the WrestlePlex, the first official IPW-trained female competitor. But when she goes up against Cat LaRue, you can see why she can't just go in and run roughshod. She's a tough person. But you see Cat LaRue taking it here to Molly. She's no pushover. She goes up against Von Tankard. She's gone up and gotten in the face of Kubiak. She doesn't really care. I know it's easy to say and do when you've got guys like Frankie Capone, Python, WCW's Michael Todd, all behind you. at the same time. But you can see even when she's in there by herself with no help, she's a force to be reckoned with.
Now you see Molly comes behind with a beautiful schoolgirl, and she gets met with an unbelievable clothesline by Kat LaRue, and then unceremoniously whipped across the ring by her hair. And Molly, I don't think, was expecting this. She's a great wrestler, and she doesn't cut anybody short. But to be honest with you, this is the first time she's been back on the independents for a long time. And to be honest, once again, Kat LaRue is taking it to her IPW style.
You said short. Anyways, back to the match. Kat LaRue still in charge. I tell you, Ron, this has been a much more competitive match than we thought on Kat's part. In fact, her controlling much of the match. You have to be proud of the Kat LaRue and what she's doing here, what she's showing off for IPW. Oh, but Molly gets her legs up there. Kat may be hurting just a little bit.
It was an unbelievable move, but made famous by Leilani Kai. That was a somersault spread eagle splash, and she gets clothesline perch on the side. It killed me.
Well, you and you alone. That makes at least one person that you crack up, Ron. You're trying to call the wrestling match.
I'm the funniest guy I know.
Well, that's because you don't have many friends. But there you see Molly taking over the offense, throwing her to the other corner. What's she going to do here?
The
Big monkey flip.
Actually, that's the recess monkey flip. And Molly Holly is coming back, showing why she's the veteran, showing why she's the international superstar, showing why she's going to get up to... What the heck?
What in the...
That Kat LaRue is a...
Now that's got to be considered an upset. Using the ropes a little bit, but she got the pinfall victory over the superstar Molly. It's Kat LaRue, and we'll be right back here on IPW.
Wrestling fans, it's me, Jaguar, in the craziest wrestling promotion in all of Florida. IPW Hardcore Wrestling #1.